Welcome to another Habs Nation Podcast with hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand. One amazing, great Monday night, January 8th, 2024. A lot of news around the NHL today, and we're going to go deep about what happening between the Flyers, the Ducks, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Then we're going to go on the crystal ball. You can see beside me right there the crystal ball, because we're going to see the future of the Montreal Canadiens in 2025 and 2026. Who are the defensemen for the Montreal Canadiens? Who are the forward for the Montreal Canadiens at that year? And then finally, we give you a mulligan tonight. You're going to have 7 answers of your prediction of your trophy for the upcoming season at the end of the year. So I'm going to make all those predictions tonight for you guys. I'm going to keep the answer. I'm going to do a leaderboard and give you points for each trophies. You're going to be a winner. And at the end of the year, we're going to give you the winner of the tonight of those predictions. So stay tuned until to the end of the show. I'm going to do this at some point. So yes, and yes. And a lot of things happening today. And the big news came about, I was said to you about 7 o'clock maybe. I was doing my show tonight, preparation, everything like that. And then, boom, Roy sent me a text. And then I got another text. And then they told me that Flyers make a trade with the Anaheim Ducks and involve 2 young prospects for the Flyers. Cutter Gauthier, 6th overall pick, a trade to Jimmy Tristel for the Anaheim Ducks with a second round pick for the Ducks go to the Flyers. So Tristel, second round pick, 2025, and in return, Cutter Gauthier in return. We talked about this a couple of days ago, and we're going to talk about this a bit later tonight. Montreal Canadiens maybe should trade a player like Kaden Cooley or a high player like David Rebecca to get something in return. Most of you said no. The Anaheim Ducks did it today. And they got a solid top 6 and maybe a top 3 forward in NHL in the future. So it's happening. Some teams are really open up to do that. They are really want to improve the forward. And this happening for that. So Cutter Gauthier, the reason behind that, what we heard the rumor, is the fact he does not want to play for the Flyers. Another rumor is the fact he want to play pro this year, and the Flyers told him to wait 1 more year. Altogether, I don't have the right answer. What is right, what is wrong, or what is the true, or what is false. But my only point I know is Gauthier did not want to play for the Flyers. So I would love to hear your comments in the chat. Tell me what you think about the trade. Who is the winner of the trade? Is it the Ducks? Is it the Flyers? And I can wait to hear from many of you guys in the chat tonight to talk about hockey for sure. RJ Calabo is in the house tonight. Thanks for all the likes we got so far. Habs Nation knocked the door tonight. Mr. Habs Nation, thanks to be with us. We're going to increasing the letters here. It's always been not good. Every time we do this, we get out. That is a bit better. That's a bit better about that one over there. Mr. King of Gamer is in the house tonight. King is going to give maybe some question I can answer to you. That'd be great. You have any question, guys, put the little queue. This show is maybe not with the plan all the way from A to Z. We're going to zigzag left and right, talking about fun things. We're going to talk about Montreal Canadiens news today. But at the end of the day, I don't have no direction to form every 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I will just go with the flow we have on that show tonight. So what's happening? Some to having issue. The Rangers have difficulties. Habs Nation, I agree with you about that. What about the Rick Bengal and Demedra directly from the Lake House in Halifax area? Welcome back. What about my friend Roy directly from where? Of course, from Bangkok and Thailand. Good morning, Mr. Roy. Beautiful day and the wall of the Thailand. What about our co-host in Artap? Welcome in the house. Thanks to be with our Canadian Live Show in Artap. I appreciate a lot. And then we have Mr. Gary Cornoyer. Welcome back in the house, Mr. Gary Cornoyer. Thanks to be with us. It's a great week for the Ducks. I'm jealous. What about Vinny James 007? Welcome back, Vinny. Hopefully, an amazing, great start of the week. And you're doing well. And then we have William McClary back in the house. Welcome back, William. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great hockey game last night. You enjoy it. You have a great time. King of Gamer, Coach, do you still have the crystal ball for 2024? I sent it to you before the season start. I have some kind of information there. I'll have to look back on my notes, King, for sure. I had that. Mr. Patrick Leblanc is in the house. I can wait to see his bet of the night. Following by Mr. Shocks, we have a trade. Yes, sir, Mr. Shocks, what do you think about that trade? Let me know. What do you think about this? Habs Nation, here we go. Why not trade him? Is a right winger. The people say why to trade him is a right and D. But first of all, they have Tristan Luneau as a right HD. They have forgot his name. They have another right, very good high players, Warren. Right ID, and they have a Zellweger where he could play a RHD is a LHD. The defenseman guy is solid. Imagine how Gauthier, McDavid, Zegras on the top over there, and they have Leon Carlson. So put Leon Carlson with Connor Gauthier. This is what I'm talking about 2 days ago. But you hockey fans said, Montreal Canadiens fans said, no, we cannot trade our defenseman. You have to pay to get something huge, obviously. Michigan by St. Louis Pittsburgh by 1-over. Actually, score 3 Michigan and 3-1 Pittsburgh. Let's keep it up. Here we go. Yeah, the college final. I didn't watch it, but the Vancouver guys 5, the Rangers 2. Ouch. Gary back in the house tonight. Welcome back. Thanks to be with us. RDP, I would love to hear from you. What do you think about the trade tonight? And we have RDP, Gary said, can you use a Longchamp tonight? See you recording tonight. Yes, I think it's at 9:30 tonight. So if you can watching that, that'd be great. I need to add turn down. Cody is going to trade. Montreal Hockey now is roboting the add turn down the Cody, the Cutter Gauthier trade. Interesting. What was the proposal about that? The Ducks defenseman prospect is deep. Zellweger, Hans, Menkyugov, and Luneau, all either Rookie of the Year, Supplier of the Year, or respectively league. I agree with you about this, William. I was talking more about the right defenseman, but you're right, William. Kings, what kind of minute can we expect from Jimmy Russell where he would be on special team? Power play, King is going to be on the top. Listen, now the Flyers have Cam York, and they have now Jimmy Tristal. Now, for me, I believe they would maybe trade Travis Zanheim, but they have Scott Walker over there too. Expect to be Jimmy Tristal a top 3 in NHL at some point. A shame the Habs could not get him. It would be a first pair. You talk about Jimmy Tristal. Have to trade him. For have to trade him. He was not going to sign the league. No, this. He had to pull the trigger until the value is high. Well said, RDP. Great comments. William LeCarré, go chase 7 points at the World Junior. Tristal would be behind York. No power play time with Risto around. Honestly, I've been sure you're going to see Tristal over Risto Naranin for sure. Maybe York will play with the Tristal. That would be a great point about that. When Mr. Alan Bianco knocked the door tonight, thanks so much, Alan, to be with our Canadian Live show. I really appreciate to join us with your beautiful Irene and the mother-in-law directly from Kentucky. Thanks for it. I would love to pick him up and fantasy, but my defense is too deep. King of Gamer about that. Yeah, talking about my fantasy, I lost yesterday by 0.4, I believe, about that. I did not make a mistake. I tried to go to get on Vladar, and Vladar gave me point -8. One goalie have a minus in this league this year, not many times, but it's happened yesterday, and that showed me I couldn't do anything about that. It was not my week to win, honestly, but it's all good. We're going to reset everything this week. I will have to pick. At Rebel Late, we're offering Gauthier for the 5th overall pick with understanding no Mishkov pick by Montreal. Oh, this is during the summer, right? So, and after that, you mentioned now is going to be, it would be Rebecca versus Gauthier. Look to me like a win-win trade. Gauthier is not somebody I'm impressed with. It's too arrogant for me. For Patrick, William Nels is also making 1.5 million. He won it for Coach. It's happened about this. Heading to Nashville a week from Sunday. Stay for 2 days. Awesome. Mr. Allen, enjoy your time in that Brimstone Arena country. And again, the Trocheck scored a goal and the Rangers are 5-3. Then goal with Damko was not very good on that one there. -8 goalie was he lost a Poison. Ouch. RDP, I'm sorry about that. Look, if you look about Vladar did not lose any game in the last month. First. Secondly, they play Chicago. Thirdly, it was not good. So, it's happened, but the chance to be minus, it was maybe 35%, 25% max, but it's happened. The third goal on the skate from the defenseman didn't help Vladar, but Vladar should make the save again back well. Chicago without Bedard. So all the odds was on my side, but he didn't want me to win. So it's okay. It's no big deal. I'm still have another week in front of me and to make some change, make some trade. Bouvier, Kokanemi, is Renta. All of them are on the trade block right now. We're going to see what we can do about that. A difficult week for fantasy this week, and not many teams play back-to-back games, so it's going to be boring week, and most of the goaltender starter are going to be in the start this week, but that's another subject for another time. Well, I did not use Martin Jones, but that was an error combination. But now I have to Nedeljkovic, so no biggie about that. At 19 years old, he wanted to be traded. What about that, Patrick Leblanc? The fact is the coach told Philly right away he will not sign him. Them scare off used to make the trade because worry about his attitude could turn out to be a big mistake. Always, right? To know a little bit more about the story, right? You can hear a player said, I don't want to play there, right? But at the end of the day, everybody talked last year at the draft, the Michkov attitude. Michkov attitude is the one, and he wants to play with the Flowers. Coach doesn't want to play for the Flowers, but Michkov wants to play for the Flowers. So attitude is the one reason. And not sure the story about that. You're going to see that. For me, if he can produce and he can have a good year in NHL, the present for what me I a little bit disappointed because Gauthier, player like Gauthier, we don't have the player like him in the organization top 6. Someone can play a great playmaker. He can be a forechecker. He can be physical. Great skater, great offensive side of the game, and but again, 5th round pick for Gauthier. Interesting to know that Gauthier want to be traded. He think is Eric Landros, Alan. Again, that's what they said about that. I don't think so. He think is Eric Landros. But maybe has something there he does not like or they don't want to like to go there. Maybe he doesn't want to go the rebuild team. Maybe he doesn't want to be under Tortorella. He don't want to be with that organization. Many other things. When you play NCAA, you have that benefit to have that direction. You can wait and then decide where you were. Some player did it. Jimmy McBain did it. I think Jimmy Vesey did it too. But again, that stuck with your resume beside you, honestly. We'll see what's happening about that. and Levi are going to be a solid goaltender duo for the years to come, LDP. Gauthier, good size too. Yes, that's a good point about Roy. The size of Gauthier, we don't have those kind of players like that. So will be really interesting, guys, what happening for that. And then this is a big news. The second big news of the day, guys, is from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Today, they finally signed William Nylander. Nylander didn't want to go nowhere. He loved Toronto. He loved to play in Toronto. He loved the fans. Is a guy can support the pressure. Is the guy have no problem to be in Toronto, and that's the kind of player you're looking for. Where I said that to you, what you're looking for is you want a player who play for your organization, and that's happening to William Nylander. 8 years, $11.5 million. Now they have 4 players at $11 million and more. The next 2 years, they will have to spend on Tavares and Marner before they become UFA. But again, I still believe Tavares will be out, and then you're going to get, that players, they're going to keep Marner, I believe. But we'll see. We see almost Ab about that. Rumor, Tata was a detriment for Gauthier, not one thing. Coach, the kid should go to the team to draft him. I think as the change since the U.S. players are not at the too big an advantage with Canadian junior players versus NHL team. But the Canadian junior team can do the same thing. Patrick, they can refuse to get there. They have no agreement between the players. They have to go back in the draft. The NCAA have a player at 4 years. The CHL player have 2 years. So this is the difference between both of that. But at the end of the day, Patrick, they have the same rights to refuse to go or not. And if the team doesn't have no agreement, but if it's still at the age, they can return in the NHL draft at some point. Claude Richard, welcome in the house. Thanks to Claude to be with us. William, if Gauthier does not want to play for Boston College, he can use the players portal, and boom, is a gone. Portal is a big change in NCAA. King, Coach Fleury for Vizina, who was the last 39 years old to win the Vizina. I don't think so. Fleury had the number, King of Gamer, to play for Vizina. Unfortunately, he does not have that one. The oldest players to have that kind, woof, that's a great question, King. Is it Tim Thomas? Dominique Hachette? Could be around there, King. Close on my head right now. I don't know. 4 at any point is crazy. So who is out of Toronto matter? No, Roy. I think they're going to keep the 4 players together and try to one Tavares will be the ones going to leave the building. I agree with you, Habs Nation, about him. If the team does not make it, they will need to blame someone. I think Tavares has 2 more years. Yes, exactly. After it's 1 year after the following year. So 2 years right now, 1 year after the next season. No love between Pittsburgh and Philly is Gary. The last time I checked, I think it was 3-1. 4-1 Pittsburgh Penguins. The Stars take the lead 1-0. Only 4 games, 5-3 Vancouver, guys, at that moment of the game. What's going on? There are options, Roy, for the leave, and maybe Marner stay, and next year, Tavares not signed. I agree with that one over there. Would Gauthier play for Montreal? Why not, Adam? And our top Jacques Plante was 40 years old on the old time, and our top, yeah. To fully see the Stamkos treatment coming to Tavares. Agree with you about this, William. We'll talk about prediction. Do you think the Tampa Bay Lightning could trade 7 Stamkos to the Colorado Avalanche? Do you think Stamkos could be traded to the New Jersey Devils? How does work, Coach? But first of all, Colorado guys, they could make a space for him if Landeskog is not returning, and then they could use 50% the Tampa Bay keep the money, so it's about $5 million, 4 point something, right? The Devils have $9 million to spend right now. So the Devils could trade that, or the Colorado could trade that for Stamkos. Ask a Montreal Canadiens to grab 50% of the $4 million. And now you have only $2 million go on the salary of the Colorado Avalanche for 7 Stamkos. The Devils have a lot of money because Hamilton is out. So they could add Stamkos with not a third party. They could get the $4 million about that. Again, this is what the Wild going to start the next couple of weeks. What happening? Yeah, Jake Wenzel. You have Sam Reinhart. I think they're going to make the playoffs, so I don't see Reinhart over there. But you have 7 Stamkos guys as a UFA. Is going to be really on demand about that. But can the Tampa Bay Lightning want to get there? Because after that, they have to sign him a contract. Ken is willing to send Tampa Bay for $6 million, $7 million. I'm not sure about that. But I would love to hear from you about this. NCAA are unfrequented free agent if they don't sign with the Canadian players or back to the draft. U.S. players are always burning an additional year of the contract if playing cut ball game early. Yes, I agree with you about this, Patrick. This is trend. NCAA, they are become because just because their age, Patrick. They cross the 22 years old, right? They can play 4 years in NCAA. That's the reason they do that way. Well, that's a good one, Coach. Yes, I could. Good evening. Luciano Graziano is in the house. Welcome to the house. Someone need to take care of the Nick Cousin, I believe. Luciano said. But again, not artist. And after 4 player 80% of your cap, they have to go cheap on D and go so the Statistical. You can eat only 3 players per year. About that. Next year, the rest not signed. Or you talk about Toronto, maybe. I want to trade to Saginaw Spirit for Peterborough. It confirmed today. So that's good. That. And we got that. Greeting, Mr. Roger Delaney is in the house tonight. So thank you so much to be with us. So this is what happening, guys, in the NHL, everything like that. So I'm going to go a little bit more deeper about what's going on. And back again a little bit about what we're supposed to talk about this tonight. We got a little bit distracted with the big news because not many expect that trade. First of all, guys, I want to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, the left side of the Montreal Canadiens roster in 2025 and 2026 was the title of my thumbnail. But now I want to go a little bit more deeper. I want to know your roster for 2025, 2026, a little bit later. And then after that, guys, I make a video. What I did, my video today, I cut the clip on my headlines yesterday. Ab and Good Hands with Montembeault, Strobel, and Sakoski, plus the comments of Inartap and Marco. So it was the conversation we got for that tonight. So on my video of the day. So that's what you want to watching those videos. That'd be great. But this is what we got tonight, guys. The prediction of the Montreal Canadiens for that RDP. The channel, everybody is happy right there. So let's move on, guys. On my first subject of the night, the future of the Montreal Canadiens. Here we go. The Montreal Canadiens defense in 3 years. They are the name I believe they're going to be on the roster for the Montreal Canadiens. Mayu, Rebacker, Barron, Konyeshkov, and Kovacevic. They are the 5 right defensemen I believe are going to be with the Montreal Canadiens. I don't see Langstrom, and then I don't see Savard with the Montreal Canadiens. On the left side, it's packed. We have Madison, Cooley, Hudson, Engstrom, Strobel, Jacky, Harris, and Trudeau. Why Trudeau? Because he's a part of the draft for the Montreal Canadiens. So, and he played in Laval Rocket. So what I did, I go straight that direction. So that gave them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defensemen, guys, on the left side, 5 on the right side. for Montreal Canadiens. That's a total of 13. Yesterday, people laughed at me when I said Montreal could select another defenseman. And all of you said, they cannot coach. We have enough. Look what's happening with Anaheim Ducks today. They trade Jimmy Tristel for Carter Gauthier. If they have a defenseman next NHL draft, where is a solid and amazing great defenseman this next year? Like, I believe maybe 2-3 of them on the top 7 picks this year are going to be better at David Chirecek, at Simon Nemec, and with all the players you see right now beside me, that player are going to be better at all of them here. So if you're Montreal Canadiens and you get a better player to Caden Cooley or a better player to David Rebacker, that gives you some chin-chin and your hand to trade for something great in NHL. This is why you always said you never have enough asset. You never have enough picks because those picks make something special at the end of the day. So for me, the equation of the show on this one, guys, is to sharing with you, this is the roster in 2025, not next year. The following year, and 2025, 2026. 13 players right now you see in front of you. And I would like to you, what do you have your 7 defensemen, or give me your 6 defensemen, the 3 pairing of your defensemen, plus 2 extra defensemen. So you can go from there and share it with me in the chat and give me your comments about that for that one over there. Then we have Patrick Lemay going to get hold on now. Royce, I agree with bad formula. The leave the 21 organ. Roger didn't here. I agree with very bad formula. The lead to try to win. Montebo shootout save of the 2024 so far. Luciano. I think Leaf are going to get rid of Tavares, Patrick Leblanc. Luciano, top enforcer. Why is Trouble so far down to the list? It should be first Abination. No, it's just not the list there. This is just the roster the Montreal Canadiens they have in the organization Abination. Florida visit Vancouver as semifinal. I would take out Jacquard, Trudeau, and Kovacevic Abination. And I would not be shocked if they do about this 5-3 Vancouver right now. Thanks so much, RJ. Pittsburgh 4-1. Oh, Pittsburgh 4-1. I think they are too old for the Flyers to get a W tonight, but they're still hanging there. Anyhow, Kovacevic is UFA after next season. Patrick Montreal will look at trading him at the trade blank this year. There we go. So I know this one over there. Dallas take the lead 1-0 against Minnesota. The Ducks have the best defenseman prospect in NHL right now. Player asset for sure. William McClary well said about this. Luciano. Abnation, no problem. Rebacker, here we go. Patrick Ledin. Rebacker, Mayu, Barron on his 3 side of the right. Goalie, Strobel, Hudson, plus Jacquard and Trudeau for Patrick Leblanc. Mr. John, the garage is in the house. I'm sorry about that. I put this there that way. I know we have a fix. I can fix this one there. How I can do that, Coach? I can do the maybe not shrimp, but dynamic way. I have no stringer right there. How about that? And dynamic there. And then we can go here. I can drop at the maybe 36, maybe 34 right there. That's what's happening about that. We can go a bit more up. Sorry about that. I'm talking myself. Try to get a little bit space for the people have comments here. Here we go. John Garage is right there. Let's see what we got here. I'm not sure how Jacquard fit in Alan Mayanko. Thanks for all the likes we got. Gary Cournoyer, Madison Konishikov, Hudson Rebacker, Strobel, Harris, 7 defensemen, Jekai for Gary Cournoyer. Great point about this, but beside Rebacker and Kobichette, they are far from a lot to play in Montreal for Roy. So, Roy, you expect not Rebacker and Konishikov with the Montreal Canadiens. So, who's going to be your 6th defenseman in 2025, 2026, Roy, for that one there? I don't know why you don't believe a Rebacker, but that's another story about that. Jekai fit, and if is the trade as trouble and Coley Abination for that. My first cut from your list are Barron, Bourne, and Harris, and Trudeau, and Kovacevic. So that gave you 13th minus 1, 2, 3, 4. That gave you 9 Bourne. You have to cut one more Bourne on that list. And after I go with Rebacker, Mayu, and Barron. Coley, Hudson, Strobel, and Jekai for an tap about that. We can hear you, RDP. The app needs so much anything. The draft is better than what they have ATM. John on the right, D impressed with Barron. Believe he has a lot of potential. RDP said is a good defense core. I agree with you. Pittsburgh pissed off the Flyers. It's just what we need. A big game coming up for the Habs. Both teams we want to make a statement about that, Franco. About that. Gary, what do you do with Coley? Gary is he said Madison, he don't see Coley. He make a trade look like Patrick to get a Goder Gauthier or something like that. Rebecca could do it with a ad next year, Abination. Trade Harris for a tough right D. Look like Watson. Wow. We don't have enough defensemen. Look. Then we have a trade Coley for like the Duck did. Here we go, Gary answer. What I would think it was. Claude Richard is in the house, and one to maybe accurate. Claude Richard. See you, coach, and all the chatter. Have a good night, Franco. See you later. John Garage said Madison, Coley, Strobel, and Hudson for John Garage. My request for the Real, man, I did not see that coming at all. For the Rangers, I will not trade Coley or Strobel. Abination. I don't want Jekai and Mayu as the future for Abination about that. All your opinion, guy, is good in the chat. Yeah, I respect our tough right. D. Kovacevic about that. They have up their aggression big time. The channel watching them tonight. For that, 6'5", 235 plus 6. For that, Luke Laverson will come in the house, by the way. I let down Vancouver. So what I got, guys, for you guys on that one, then. So, Coach, William, I'm cleaning it now. Vancouver feels for that. So, Coach, what do you have? This is guy my players. I have Coley, Rebacker, Hudson, Mayu. I have Strobel, Konikushov. And then I have extra Jekai, Barron, Ekstrom. So it goes, you have 9 defensemen. I'm right about this. At some point, I will have to wait. And the next 2 years, what could happen as the development of my players? But they are my 9 players. During that time possible, Konishkov is not going to be ready to play with the Montreal Canadiens. I think it could be go all the way to 26, 27. So if it's the case, I become 8. So I gave you that door about Konishkov. But if Konishkov make the team, guys, Konishkov is better to Barron. Like, the kids can play hockey. I can tell you that. Watch KHL. I know KHL is not the NHL, everything like that. But at his age, 20 years old, and played the most minute in KHL, that's big, in my opinion. So that's the reason I put him on the 3rd pairing. Strobel, guys, I will say to you honestly, at the beginning of the year, I will never put Strobel there. I'm really impressed, Price trouble. More what my expectation at the point is so much better to Harris, and Harris is not my list anymore. So Madison is not there anymore. Kovacevic is not there anymore. So that's what is my 9+. Again, I put 9, not because I cheat. It's because we don't know if Konishkov is going to be ready or not, if he still play over there or not. So this is the reason behind that for that one. Trade Coley for Zegras. Born, my only problem with Zegras, Born, is because his size. Secondly, what everything happening around him outside of his life, outside of his hockey. Is a highlights plus. He like attention. He like to be on the magazine, Q, whatever you name it. Not Adopolis, by the way. But is a guy, for me, it's style a little bit like Piqué Subban. That's what I feel about Zegras. And he have a lot of things to learn on the defensive zone. And I think for me, he's more like a playmaker and a scorer. So for me, Montreal, I need more a guy can score goal, 30 goal, 35 goal per season. And then, or a big winger can score 30 goal and is a little bit physical. We have one. His name is Josh Anderson. The problem, he cannot score 30 goals. But this is a type of player we love to get. So that's the reason, Born, I will not touch Zegras and return. But again, I respect your point of view. After season is very no physical Swiss league. Let's see what he play. After season, Laval play 2-3 times per week in physical game. Roy, first of all, he was not hurt after the season, by the way, Roy, about Rebecca. Guys, I don't know how many times you watch Rebecca play hockey, but Rebecca, guy, is going to be one of the top best defensemen for Montreal Canadiens. Guarantee. The guy can play hockey. All right? The guy can play hockey. We cannot evaluate a player because he got hurt. It's not a way to evaluate. It's because the guy cannot play. We're not going to trade him. But we're going to have about 600 trades this year because everybody got hurt. McDavid got hurt. We trade McDavid. McDavid, he got hurt now after the game. After the season, cannot play anymore. Matthews got hurt last year. And no, it's not the way to evaluate players. You have to look about what he does, what he did, and the reason he got drafted. You have a reason why he got drafted 5th overall pick. You have a reason behind that, because the guy can play hockey. If you look about his game at the training camp with the Montreal Canadiens, look about his exhibition game with the Montreal Canadiens. You tell me he cannot handle the Montreal Canadiens. What about the pass he did to Sean Monahan on the goal? But this is what I'm talking about. So if you worry about Rebecca, guys, don't worry about Rebecca. If you worry about Lennartson, don't worry about Lennartson. I can guarantee you that you're going to see 2 solid defensemen. Now not going to be the Nicholas Lindstrom, but you're going to be great to play in Montreal Canadiens on the top 6 for the Montreal for many, many years in front of you. Right defenseman, 6'2", 190 pounds. He can skate, can control the puck very well, angling the puck again. Great offensive side mindset. He's not going to score 20 goals, but expect to be him at least a Devon Taze and NHL for Rebecca. Not sure, coach, they will all stay. Some of them, they are not proven in NHL yet. You're right about this, Roger. The time we tell us, that's why the reason called this the crystal ball future prediction for the Montreal Canadiens, Roger. But you're absolute for that one, for this. Final score, guys. The Rangers beat the last by the score 6-3 against the Vancouver Canucks. Talk about Winnipeg Jets. But I think sometimes we forget the Vancouver Canucks behind the Winnipeg Jets. And then the Pittsburgh winning 4-1 with 3 minutes to go on the third period. Willie Snyder, hey, Coach Miles moves play 3 o'clock Thursday and Friday, Saturday. He struggled his last game, played deep. We will see how he played. Go Arvada. Awesome, Willie. We wish him the best, and we wish you welcome back in the house. Yeah, I expect Rebecca to start in Laval like Strobel for David Rebacker for next season. Quite possibly, Luchi. Obviously, some of these defensemen won't accept to play as a seventh defenseman or eighth defenseman. Patrick, possible. Patrick, I think you may be right about this. Now, it's rare in NHL now, guys. You have a full year with 6 defensemen. It's almost like 9 defensemen you need. You always have call up and down, send down the players. That's how it is now in NHL because of the injuries. So on the flip side, Patrick, one thing we don't have here, it's maybe a player like Luke said earlier, like a player with a little bit more experience in NHL could join this group. Can they keep Mike Madison example? At that time, I believe David Savard is going to be 36 years old. But I think you're right, Patrick. They could add a defenseman, can accept his role 6'7", and join those kind of players because I believe at that time, most of those defensemen are going to be 24 years old, 25 years old. So a great point about this, Patrick. I'll give it to you. RDB, ARD. I'm going to guarantee it. William. Kitchen is a Wicker Lake, the American Hockey League, GSM. Welcome back, GSM. We missed you a couple of days. Hopefully doing well. About that. Yes, Madison could be a trait combination. That's another one could get. We underestimate Barron offensive upside. We are lucky cannot defense produce some goal this season, 1 or 2 in the NHL. Barron is a big reason of this. He has 6 goals. I agree with you, Patrick. The key behind him is 2 things he need to improve. For me, is defensive zone coverage, right? Win the battle more, play a bit more physical. It's just handling better the situation, right? And that would be the 2 things he need to improve, plus the physicality around him. Win the battle was 1 versus 1, Patrick. So about that. Peter, welcome in the house. What about Trudeau? I feel bad for William. The guy have a good heart. Have a good, for the guy got drafted 5th round, I believe, or 4th round. I feel bad for him. He had a great year last year, Laval. He did not start the season. I think he was held to scratch 13 game. He decided at 20 years old to play in Laval, not return in QM. All put together, he had a difficult year this year at the training camp with the Montreal Canadiens. He did not do well at the beginning of the season with the Laval Rocket. At the point, they are really struggling with him. Now, he have a better turnaround to be a little bit better for the last 10, 15 games for him, for William Trudeau. But when you look about what is in front of him, Peter, I don't see any spot for William Trudeau where at some point it will have to be traded. Unfortunately, I feel like he could become another Nicolas Baudin and as a player, like he cannot make the NHL, but he can play in American Hockey League. By the time we tell us, Patrick, about that, Peter. Pittsburgh will be 2 points out of the 3rd place. Luciano? Don't say that, Anita. Luciano, don't talk about this. Don't talk about this. We're going to keep this a bit later. Patrick, Philadelphia will slowly start to drop in the standing. This is the reason I bet against them tonight, Patrick. Well said. Big game against Montreal Canadiens. What about Zev Lecav? It took 3 years, but now we can make addition because we are deciding, not because we are under pressure to move. Hello, police. Here we go, Zev Lecav. Welcome back, my friend. Hopefully doing well. Good call, Patrick. William, 6-3 Vancouver, Peterson for goal. Did I heard that right? He's scoring empty net, by the way, for Luan Peterson. But you're absolutely right about this. I know Miller have a goal tonight, the first goal of the Vancouver Canucks. But confirm, guys, no, not at all. He has only 1 goal tonight, 2 goals tonight. Oglander, guys. Oglander, guy. This is a guy that player was drafted high by the Vancouver Canucks. Start his career with a great year. Then last year he struggled. Got sent down to American Hockey League, and I believe at the beginning of the season he was American Hockey League. I could be wrong, but look, he has right now 12 goals in NHL this year. What a great change about this. Listen, he scored 13 goals during his first year and 56 games. He repeat with 10 goals and 60 games. Then last year, he got sent down in the American Hockey League. And this year, he has now 12 goals and 38 games. Could beat the number of his goal per season very soon about that. So, guys, it's not always like this. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So that'll give you an idea. Lafreniere, guys, tonight he has again 2 more assists for Alexis Lafreniere. Many of you said we don't trade for Alexis Lafreniere. Final score, guys, Pittsburgh 4 and Flyers 1. Patrick Leblanc said Ray Barker could play in NHL this year. Léon Renault said, absolutely, coach, you nailed it. Zegras, show Wolf. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, Ray Barker is good, but his play at down, coach. That's twice he's been hurt and 2 years played that way. How many times Sakoski did Abination? It's just a learning process, that guys. Just experience, die. It's just experience. Sakoski, he got destroyed a couple of weeks ago, right? They learn from that. They have to learn from there. Peter Kidden, Lindgren. Bien sûr, Revaga first pass is already better que Harris. It's trouble savoir connaître Jacky. I agree with you, Patrick, about that. Abination, he will trade Hudson. I would trade Whiteman. Happy birthday, Chris Whiteman. Belady was yesterday, I believe, or the day before. Nobody talk about Chris Whiteman, but he's still in the lineup. On Montreal. Channel. William Rebecca value in 2-3 years as solid as Lhd defender, play clean in his end at the right shot is high, and he trade the line because everyone is looking for Rebecca. About that, thanks so much, Mr. RJ. Nicholas, welcome in the house, Nicholas. Welcome back. Bia was really in bad position with Gauthier, but he lost out on his trade time with being arguably a top 5 forward prospect for a decent defenseman who may be a second, third defenseman. Now, in our tap, the problem behind that in our tap is Anaheim will not give him a better defenseman, and they cannot give him a first-round pick. So they got a second-round pick 2024. Now, Anaheim, they hope they will be a little bit more better understanding next year. Then the Flyers going to get maybe 37, 38, 39. When you have a player like Gauthier in our top, he did not play any game in NHL. It's not guaranteed he's going to be the next Wyndham Clark or the next Fort Checker, that type, the player I'm talking about, right? A guy can score 25 goals, 30 goals. So it's hard on the flip side for Briere to prove facts behind that. Other facts, who he is right now. He played well on the NCAA, good World Junior Championship. And in return, Jimmy Tristel, you know what you get in return. Guaranteed to be a first pairing defenseman, I believe. And that's pretty much what you can get. You have no leverage for Daniel Briere to prove to Anaheim, no, he deserves more. But I mean, Nate Sonart get better. Plus, he's a right defenseman, so what's happening about this? GSM, no evidence, may you, Koniskov, would ever be better que Barron is trouble. He played good, no, but Jacka was him last year, and now he's in the American Hockey League. Yeah, nothing proof for anything about GSM for any player in NHL year after year, a young prospect, for sure. This is only one of my predictions for me if I was in 2025 for what I believe they could become those kind of players in the NHL. That's the reason I'm talking about GSM. Or the bad things about Montreal Trudeau is a fan. Robert SmackDown Friday. There we go. Only bad thing about Montreal is Trudeau is a fan. About that one of them. We talk about Trudeau, the minister. Abination defensemen need to play defense. Nicholas, that NHA a Fleur straight and I'm straight must be. I said I like what Anakin is building, going to be a powerhouse. Great point about that, Pat Verbeek. But I agree with you about this. Boston guy 1-1 with Colorado. Marchand scored 16 the year. Rantanen score for the Colorado Avalanche. A young talent is a good feeling. RDP. Second round pick was there too. I agree with you, Rod. Roy. Question: is that really how you see Ab and the next year, coach? I see them at the beginning of 2025, 2026, Nicholas. And again, only thing I said to you, Nicholas, Konishkov could be not be there. And I think that will be my next 8 trade defenseman. Now, again, Nicholas, again, Patrick said, look at Fortune baby. They can get maybe keep Madison or they maybe add players, old veteran players. It could be one of them. But again, this is what I imagine or I predict for the Montreal as the prospect they have in the Montreal organization. Nicholas, listening to USA feed, I knew something was wrong with that. Thank you, welcome, Coach. You're welcome, William. I was believe the 4 years again would start to be good. Coach, the Rebecca with time would tell the proof is on the ice. Right, Roy. Coach, we have often complimentary and I'm for the defensive prospect, but look at our center now. Zegras, McDavid, Carlson, and Gauthier. I agree, one of the best in the league. I agree with you about this in our tap. And then what you can do, if you look about all those 4 players in our tap, they all can play winger. And you did not mention Troy Terry behind that. So that's deep. The only thing I would say to you in our tap, they still have Dylan Strom over there. And then they will add to move because all the 4 players you talk about, they are top 6. So, but they are in good hands. I will make Jekai to be either 4-liner winger plus 7 defense needed. Patrick, I don't know why they don't do that. You can see, guys, the lineup right here. With all the respect for Jekai, and I know you guys, you love Jekai. I never said I don't like him, but I just feel like how he can beat over Cooley, Hudson is trouble. The physicality is one side of the game. I understand that part of there, but is it he need to improve his other area, his game for the next 2 years to become better at the player we have in front of us right now. And you say, you know what? Maybe Anstrom could be better at all those players there too. So for me, we don't have a player like 6'4" can play winger. It can destroy player behind the net, forechecker. Don't tell me he cannot do that. Right? I think it's a 1-1 situation. You keep Jekai, you have your defenseman already. You now put him. At the end of the day, guys, are you agree with me? You guys, you like Pesada. If you put Jekai right now on the line with Pesada right there, 4-line, we bring on the ice, guys, Pesada and Jekai. Right? Now, you put Jekai over Pesada. It's a win-win. Pesada have 1 goal in 25 games, I believe. For me, this is what I believe will be the best thing for this. But time will tell us. And I thought has a good team. But I have Teddy Bugger, so I have to test that team, Habs Nation. After the Niller contract, Pittsburgh will likely trade Guanzel before deadline. Doubtful they will sign him to $9 million per 6 years. He will want at least that much. Great point about this, GSM. Guanzel, he will want his money like anybody else. That would be a plus to look at. Rebecca team is a real mess. The GM is a coach with no coaching experience. Gary, about that. Trussell is a first pairing defenseman. Patrick, I feel the same way. Interesting in our top. Poor Whiteman, he goes nowhere to be seen. Leon. Last time he was in Arizona. I wish Jekai could be a Wendell Clark combination. You are a team best for sure. Maybe I need to one more trade in our tap. Can helping you about that. But is 1% roster just build your team normal? Maybe beat me. Abnation. All the NHL team will take a Baron on the lineup. Patrick. Another is a lot of money. Warner gone. Manor gone. It'll be shopping him tomorrow. I need to practice streaming. I've not been doing it. Jason Cutter Gauthier would be a good player for Anaheim Ducks. Trossard is a talent, but not reached expectation yet. Injuries did not help his development, Jason, but it still take a little bit longer for the defenseman for that. What about Norlander? Not really born, 23 years old, cannot make the NHL right now with Montreal Canadiens. Struggle Laval. This is his last year with Montreal. I see him to play in Sweden Hockey League next season. Born, a great point to talk about him. I see King streaming, making me jealous about that. Jekai is a 7-star defenseman. Sorry, Leo. You need an enforcer. Look at what happening around the league, Luciano. Russia is a total World Cup. You never know what hockey fan putting would do like and maybe Lucky Bless. I agree about that one over there for sure. Sorry, just a table talking some part of the game. There you go. If Jekai does not get a chance to play with Ab, he will eventually request a trade. Honestly, he can be a RFA and then wait again. I don't see why he will request to make a trade because he played in American Hockey League, GSM. I like your list, but is a speculation for instance what is the light goes on for Byron defenseman? What is Samson impressive? Yes, again on that one, Peter, I would say to you, Konishkov maybe will not be there. Again, Byron can develop better, and Mayu cannot be there. But at the end of the day, it's a 9 defenseman or solid defenseman at the end of the night, Peter, for the Montreal Canadiens. Coach, do you think Hughes will trade for Zegras so he can play with his best? No. No. I don't see that 9-3-2, and I don't see Anaheim to do that. I must say that I have been having a lot of fun in the pool culture, the most have, and while awesome to hear that Abination. I don't think Abinations other people inside that fantasy like you and many others. Do you see the problem why the Wild are struggling and the power play is all fine tonight so far? But it's a team play approximately $50 million. They missed Zuccarello, and then after that, he come back. Kaprizov is out. They play with 2 players dead money for $15 million, and put this all together. Bad performance at the beginning of the year, the Gustafsson, the Fleury, and struggling with many injuries. Defensemen like Spurgeon was out at some point, and I can go all along this way. And they trying to go. The coach, they was expected better, but at the end of the day, they came back normal, and now they are last 3-4 games straight overall. Mr. Kane, Leo Carlson remind me Matt Sundin. That could be a good team 3. Well said, Alan Vayanko. This is the name the player was stuck with Carlson last season. Remember, Scotty Bowman always had Jimmy Roberts, Pierre Bouchard, Eric Chatra, defense forward. Yann, great point about that. Yann, thanks to be with us tonight. I'm not mad at you and at that for making the trade, Abination. But I am Abination. I am. How can you make those kind of trade, Abination? Just making more for fun, Abination. And that's what happening, guys. I did everything without the rules. I'm just Jack Hughes. Maybe can use, and after that will helping you better about that. No, we're not done yet. I like defensemen that can skate, play defensemen, and shoot well from the point. Well said, Peter, about that. I'm not done. What are you talking about, Coach? But here, what I'm thinking, guys, and I'm a little bit concerned about that. We just complete, guys, the forward. We're not going to talk about goaltender. I only believe Montego could be there, and that's it. That's all. But forward, guys, that's only what I got. That's it. That's all. I have Caulfield, Zuski, Sakoski, Kirby Dak, New hook, and it took all my energy to put Josh Anderson there. So we have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forward. We need 6 more forward. If you look at the Laval Rocket, we don't have a lot there. So what we do? All right, Monahan may be gone. Dvorak not going to be there. Gallagher will be over, right? Armia is not going to be there. Pesada is not going to be there. Do you keep RHP on that team? What do you do with Jake Evans? We miss a ton of pieces of the puzzle. That remind me, guys, we need to make something there. We have to get signed UFA. We have to make trade. Look the lineup on one time. Are you can you make the playoff with that kind of lineup right there? I don't know. King, I'm still waiting for Leon Carlson to return. He has been on my injury reserve for long. Yes, could be very long, by the way. Nick Cousin from Follett remind me of Mike Cook throwing cheap shot, but there's not that winner fight. Plus, two rate was offering to me, not initiated by me. I play an open league coach, and people make a trade we all consider bad. Over example, is a sweetie and the victory. Here we go. Jakai is played well in Laval. Peter, you're absolutely about this. He's doing very well in Laval. I don't trade often anymore. Everyone want to big W and send a fair deal, so I let them come to me now. Making those trades are even sweeter. Nicholas, not Sundin like all the top. That's the sick comparison are not correct. Much more like Backstrom or Malkin for Nicholas. Have the guys drop their world team on me. That's not fun. Born Roy. Joshua Roy could be on that list. Could be. Breaking news, the Flyers president John said Gauthier did not want to be a Flyers. Here we go. Well done, RDP. Bond said RHP Roy. No UFA look. Anderson won't have a contract in 3 years. I know that, Jason, but can he resign a contract with the Montreal Canadiens? Do we keep a winger at 6'3"? We're not there. Bond go with RHP. You can have Tavares, Luciano. Forward session would be satisfied and enter next year. We have trade a top pick this year and the trade, then maybe 1 or 2 UFA. Bond go with Mazar. So now we have Mazar, RHP, and Roy. Our Gauthier did not want to play under John Tortorella. Maurice Robillard, how many years left on the same contract? 2 more years, I believe, Maurice. 3 more years. No, 4 more years. So GSM Anderson is going to have a contract at that year, GSM. So I just want to mention that to you, GSM. He has 4 more years. GSM, his contract finished after the season 26-27 GSM. I just looking. I thought it was 3 years, but no, 4 years. Wow, impressive. Scare rookies. Look, what if Celebrini said, I don't want to play Montreal, he has won the lottery? You can trade Celebrini and then you can get more players in return. Why not? Did not Gauthier want to play there? And 3 years, I don't see Anderson and possibly not near work either. William, 3 years a long time to look at the wing. And 1 year, they are a lot doing, but not now in the sport. Pick up where they want to play. 3 after this season, GSM, yes. Mazar or back RSP are some consideration about that. We talk about this guy. Mazar 5'11", Roy 6, Beck 6, RHP 5'9", I believe. That's your next 4 winger there. That's not good enough. Scary to the Detroit, only 3 points behind. Can go with add Olenin inside of that. It could be an Olenin, could be Eneman. Great point about that, King. So that's what we got, guys. The future Montreal Canadiens in 3 years. So you can see we need to match. We have to patch up something there. So my last question on that equation, on that exercise, is to ask you, who do you trade to get a good top 6 with the Montreal Canadiens? Because before that, right? Before that, we have those defensemen. To have the top 6 defensemen, who are you willing to trade to get that kind of the players? If you have a player you're looking for, make me a trade on the chat. By the way, this is my question, my poll question today at the channel. I ask you, which defenseman do you trade to get high players in NHL? Is it Mayu? Is it Rebecca? Is it Barron? Is it Madison? Is it Coley? Is it Hudson? Is it Jekai? Is it Strobel? Which one do you trade to get a high pick players in return? Or you said, no, we don't trade those player defensemen. We keep them, and then we're going to trade. We're going to make a, I don't know how they can get a trade without them, but would be interesting for that one. And on top, I think Gauthier also wanted to turn pro at the end of the season. If Flower told him it would be his best interest to stay one more year, he was upset. That was another rumor, and our top came for the Flowers channel tonight. Not good enough to cup container Maurice. Some trade are coming. Born Anderson will only be a part of the first year if he stop being consistent. That's my only problem. Kane, William, Lev Ballard, watch there back at Detroit, putting down their neck. Let you know. Gary, here we go. I love it. Gary did it. Gary have Koffers, Slab, Newhook, Doc, Mezar, Roy, Kapanen, Anderson. Then you have RHP, Beck, and Jacky. Interesting. Madison is not an ideal quarterback on the power play. I agree with you, Peter, about that for sure. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Maurice, yep, trade need to happen. I will trade Hudson, Beck, and pick, including the first unpredicted that add down have to that to trade Evan at the left defenseman. Coley has the most value and return for Gary Cournoyer. Looking at aware of until you point out right now, William, when or quickly been getting done. Kane has played well. You have to give someone to value to gain one. I agree with you about this. If Hudson has good value, I would trade him out in the Western Conference for Patrick Leblanc, Lane Hudson. So, Patrick, no problem with that. Who is going to be your quarterback, Patrick, for the Montreal Canadiens in the next 5 years? If you trade Lane Hudson, what is your backup power play quarterback? Because when you talk about Jekai, is a unique play with physical, right? Can fight. I believe for me, Lane Hudson is really, really unique on the offensive side and on the power play quarterback. I don't think so. We have any close to him. My two players are looking very close for me. Is Cooley, is Trouble. Are similar players together. They play a good game, physical. They really smart, good vision. They play well on defensive zone. They can contribute on offensive zone. They play well the position, but they are similar. In my opinion, if Trouble can become like Cooley, he's not still yet there, we have to make a choice between both of them. That would be my opinion. if we're looking to get a solid prospect top six for the Montreal Canadiens. I understand, Patrick, I love Coley. I really love Coley. His leadership, his maturity, very good. The value of Coley, in my opinion, is a bit higher at Strouble. Maybe 1 year from today, maybe Strouble, his value will be equal to Coley. I don't know. But I believe they will have, if you ask me which one, not which one, but a trade for the Montreal, I believe it will be one of the two defensemen for the Montreal. I don't see any other defenseman can get that one for that. He fit and perfectly better than he did in New York, Luciano. So the Flyers play the Habs on Wednesday night. Shock, yes. Baron for Aslan or Kulich is possible. Thing is Habs need to trade a left defenseman, Nicholas. About that, yeah. The problem is like you cannot give most a right defenseman at that moment. Luciano, the Brincat is definitely catalyze the Detroit. Coach William, would you allow have a team with greatest strength on one with the fewest weaknesses? What you're looking for, William, for me, is to get balance. So balance is really to have a great top 9 players, right? And then to have, like example, I would prefer to have a 85-point first line with maybe someone score 38 to 42 goals on the first line. But I would love to have my third line, all of them score 10 goals per season, and they add maybe 20 to 35 points per season, and they are a little bit more for checker. Right? My 4 line, hockey now, guys, play at 3 line 90% of this game. The 4 line, it could be other, but I'm talking about the in general. For me, your top 4 have the defenseman. You don't need to have a Kel McCarr. We love to have a Kel McCarr, but if we can get 4 defensemen with good stick, good size, talking about 6'3", 190 pounds, 210, 215, they can skate fast, first pass, right? Can be physical, 2 or 4 of them. And then we don't need maybe a Vasilevsky, but we need a great goaltender. So my point to you is like, overall, you don't have the greatest, but you have a lot of great players together. That's my definition about that. Hopefully that answers your question about this. And with that drop your weaknesses players in the lineup for sure, William. André Trunier about Coley last week. He has the full package. How can we understand Coley as a general about that, Patrick? Yes, he said that, Patrick. But remember, a couple of days ago, you told me Coley about Dak. He got hurt. My concern about Coley is his durability as a hockey player. But again, he has an amazing, great talent. What kind of defenseman he can be in NHL? Can Strouble become that kind of player? That's what we don't know yet. Is Strouble, if Coley is it a top pairing defenseman or a second pairing defenseman? And I'll give you an example, like Leon Renaud talked about Rand McDonald. I think a McDonald, he fit so good as a defenseman number 3. And as a playoff, he's maybe one of the best player defense on the defense of the game on the playoff in the last 10 years in NHL, Rand McDonald. Point back now is to let you know about the fact like what could take a spot of Coley. But if you get a Coley and trade for 40 goals, do you make that trade or not? Or how do you get, Patrick, your player of 40 goals? Early draft pick next year and what having a pretty good season for a 20 years old, Peter. About that, Patrick, Coley. Have an necessary trading asset before they are developing to play NHL. You need to trade UFA to build a team. It's time to dump some deep forward. You need to assess each player individually. Roger, about that. Hudson is not what you would like call a playoff players. Strouble, Coley are playoff type players. They can draft a power play quarterback. But they have one ambition. It's Lane Hudson. That's Lane Hudson. Habs Nation, Ken McCall, 5'11" only. I think he does pretty good in NHL playoff, right? I think he's pretty good. Your third pairing, Habs Nation, defenseman, doesn't play a lot of minutes on power play. So you keep Hudson or your third pairing. You let play about 10, 12 minutes during the game, at a playoff game, and then we have a power play. You have now a solid quarterback, like maybe never have anyone around in NHL. One of you, maybe a top 5 one day in NHL. Then Hudson has some toughness for a little guy, Gary, who said Hudson is a shot in NHL. Look, of course, it's not guaranteed, look, but the probability are extremely high, look, about that. This is how they're looking for Lane Hudson. Colorado take the lead 2-1. Look, Estable Ecole is our NHL. Messar est back at potential, Peter. Yeah. Oilers of Florida about on 7-game winning streak. Coach, when I was had played the top team, they are getting pushed around pretty good. The better team are faster, bigger, and 30 players for the most of the part. That seems to get away from a murder. But the point behind that, Roger, what you just said, right? I'd play against the top team. Montreal are not there yet, Roger. So they are rebuilding. When you're rebuilding, you are weak. And when you're weak, you try to now to change those players with a better player. It will take time to get there. With the time, it will tell you exactly what they are missing. Is it a forechecker? Is it a little bit size on the winger? Is it a goaltender? Whatever they are, that will be built with time, Roger. But right there, you're absolutely right. Because the team is not complete by Ken Hughes. It will take an extra 2 years. That we'll talk about 25, 26. How do you do that? By trade, by UFA, by picks. All those situations, we are going to realize this in the next 2 years for sure. For that. Sobol is played well, but is now been overrated. He can be trade, use trade Romanov. No expected about that for sure. As Sobol. I don't think overrated. I think his value is increasing. I think they would be a little bit careful to give something good in return for Strasbourg because he not proved it yet on the consistency. So for me, I would say to you, we have to wait longer before they give something in return high at the same time. So Marchand is not very happy. It would take a great, but not a blue chipper because of his size and not cup that fans want. If I don't trade Starboard, no way, Leon. Smart guy that and our tap, RDB, Strable add to the defense for sure. Add trade Mike Madison plus Calgary condition first round pick and Sean for Pittsburgh winger Jake Wanzel King. I would not do that. Why to trade him at those pick? First of all, King, why the Pittsburgh going to get back Madison, right? Secondly, why the Montreal going to get Wanzel when you become a UFA at the end? To get the right of the players, I don't think so. You have to give a lot in return. With Phillies getting to result today, do you see them moving either Walker or Ristolainen? Now, problem with Ristolainen in our tap is a big contract at $5 million, 0.5, I believe, for 5 years. I don't think so. They are dead with that. But Walker could be very interesting team. Toronto, hello. Toronto, hello. Toronto, hello. I think it could be really a good one. Walker with the Toronto for the playoff. If I was the Toronto Maple Leaf for that. The Vancouver Canucks could be at a part of that deal for Walker. The Dallas Star could be a part of that deal for Walker and our tap. Chemistry is also a part on element Maurice. about that. So, Gary, I know this is great. McDonald was not a third pairing defenseman. He was the general of the Rangers for many years. Patrick, I'm not talking. I never said McDonald was a third pairing defenseman. I said second pairing defenseman. He was at the top three defensemen with the Tampa Bay Lightnings. So and then when he was playing the playoff, he was the top defenseman for that part over there, Patrick. He still play yes, he is. Tony said that Coley is a full package. I'm sorry about that. Would be a first pairing on the Montreal Canadiens. Habs Nation. I will not touch Ristolainen. You talk about behavior, talk about bad behavior. Ristolainen, look his manners with the Buffalo Sabres, and look his manners with the Flyers, and look his defensive zone coverage of Ristolainen. You screaming about Barron. He cannot cover a man. Ristolainen is over the map of the Google map. Patrick, I agree. I did not get that take allowed about that. The Habs have been trying to draft a quarterback for the last 25 years. Hudson, coach, what good is he? He get 100 points during the regular season, coach. If he went over the playoff, he get no point. And there's 4 out a thing about this. Again, in our elimination, you don't understand what I just said. I will repeat again. All right? Hudson could become a specialist on power play. All right? Elimination. So you don't use him at the top 4. You use all your 6, 7 players you like you to have. A Jacky 4 times. So you get Jacky. Or you like Rebecca with big bodies, right? Pietrangelo, everything like that. You keep Hudson on the bench. We have a power play. Lane Hudson, get there, buddy. Here we go. We score every 3 attempt power play. You have a goal. All right? 6 penalty, we have 2 goals tonight. This is the mission of Lane Hudson in NHL. If he can play power play that way, I'm telling you right now, this is what Lane Hudson is going to do. Many of you does not believe he's small, he's going to be killed, he's not going to be great, everything that. That's your opinion. I respect each one of you. On my opinion, it's going to be a Quinn Hughes in NHL and maybe better. That's what, in my opinion, for what I see Lane Hudson in the last 5 years watching him, year after year. This is what Lane Hudson is for me. Now, you could disagree with me. I respect your opinion, right? But this is what I expect from Lane Hudson. A guy can play 16 minutes per game, right? And then after that, it could be a solid power play guy, quarterback you never have in Montreal Canadiens for years in Montreal Canadiens. This is what I see from Lane Hudson. Then after that, it get better. Now he could get his 20 minutes. Can he be a first pairing, second pairing? I'm not worried about Montreal Canadiens because at that time, Montreal have Rebecca, have Mayu, have Barron, have Coley, have Strobel. It will fit in the mold of the Montreal Canadiens. No one are going to carry on the puck like Lane Hudson. No one going to carry on the play like Lane Hudson on the offensive side of the game. No, we have no one like him. No one like them. This is what I think about Lane Hudson. The time will tell me, the time will tell us what is going to be one day. But that is my expectation for Lane Hudson with the Montreal Canadiens. That's simple. I'm sure at her a rank the player don't want to play in Canada, but our Canadians, they want to play for a home team. I don't think they will trade Hudson way too much upside. I agree with you, Peter, about that. Nobody will give us anything for Hudson. Per sure, a second if lucky. That's your opinion, opinionation about that. Hudson is deceptive on the defense and he is a backwards skating is average for an NHL player. Watch him in the college. He need to turn the skate forward to defend the NHL. That won't be good enough. All right. I agree with you about that, GSM. So I will take a note. GSM and Habs Nation said Hudson not going to play in NHL. He's not going to be a good player in NHL. So I'm going to add all your name here. And then in the next 3 years, we're going to see if we are all stay alive, who's going to be right about Lane Hudson. That's simple. And a pick, I mean, not getting anything for back either. Alone would there be an addition to move? Oh, well, Pittsburgh will get a first round pick plus any prospect. Watch for Dallas to offer first round pick for Burke. Burke. What that coach, evaluation specialist, what Dame does that. Hudson is originally was the go-to guy in every situation. I have to disagree with you. Ascension, the Canadian player, want to play in Canada under present. I sent out my 6'7" guys that 260 pound. I pound him into the ground and does not play the other 3 games in the series. Does not have 6'7", 260. Better Quinn Hughes. Come on, I like Hudson, but I said it could become better at Quinn Hughes, Nicholas. How can you say that Coley cannot play on the power play? Montreal never try him there. Because his hands and the way he's skating, Patrick. That's it. That's all. That's why the reason he's not power play. That's simple, Patrick. Hudson won't be better que Croc GSM. All right. I like what you said better about the Ab drafting the first one. Again, coach, Hudson is Ab future quarterback. Hudson escaped a giant and won the fight in the gold medal. Pierre Martin. We agree, disagree. Not problem, no Matt. Exactly, nation. Taylor is the best, he said in the prison tonight. I don't know Carter from a hole in the wall, so I'm not interested in talking about him. Let's talk Tristal instead. That's a good one about that. Send it 2 minutes up. You have it. Roger, hey coach, a lot of small playing in it should. I agree with you about Hudson. He has a great same as Gallagher. There are no more defense linesmen play in the league. No more 216 at the big end, the big man. Yeah, I agree with you. Mitch, they are calls on trading him with a Sheriff and Anderson as a package. Here we go. Welcome back, Mitch, by the way. Now, if it was another live stream, I would be Benny for good. That's why I like it. You see, guys, defend your position. We respect all of them, Abination. Goalie just position. Goalie can certainly handle a power play. Patrick, I don't say he cannot play on that one, Patrick. One of my point I tried to explain to you is I don't see Coley on the quarterback number 1 in any NHL team. That's my point, Patrick. Hudson argument would be over on, it would be the ad and the first pair defenseman. Do yourself ever watch him and then say on Friday night on the you broadcast? They said the same thing about Martin Smith. Can we give Hudson a chance to go? Habs go. Here we go. Hudson are too high. GSM. Our opinion are high, GSM. Some of you are not, and that's part of the show. That's part of who we are at the end of the day. Here we go, guys. This guy's got there. Patrick, are you there, Patrick? And Artap, are you there? Let's talking, guys, about the other subject before we go at the last part of the show. Coach, did you expect more production from Caulfield? That would be better, but not much more, Allen. Until he showed the puck, until he touched the puck, I would only said to you about this, Alan, I would love his percentage shooting. It'll be higher. He's really low now. I don't know the last time I look about this. He was at 7.7 last time I watched, and I don't feel him over 8. So let me check for you. About that. Like I said, guys, I do this all the time because for me, that helping to know a little bit more about the players at the end. It's just reached 8.0, Allen. First year, 13.3, 12.2, 16.5. Now he's at 8. It's half of last season. Of course, I would like to him to be around like 14 goals, 15 goals, right? So it's not the end of the world for him. But shot percentage, Allen. better. What happened to Madison? I thought he was the quarterback of the team. Or that woman, John, he is, right? But at the end of the day, he's not like the top quarterback in the NHL like any others, in my opinion. GSM, yeah, way too much hype right now. Think it would be good, but this is ridiculous. Nicholas, about that. For that, does your first pairing automatically play on the power play? Not allowed, Maurice, in my opinion. You don't have to be on the first pairing to be on the power play. Because sometimes power play players are not always great on the PK, on the defensive side, more at a young age. Like on the hit from the Coley on the practice season. And Mitch, if you give Coley to Tournier, he will sûrement put him on the first power play. Patrick, possible because he does have any players really good on the power play over there, Patrick. So possible. Dallas 4-0, Minnesota 0, 4-0 Dallas. I think build that one of the top 4 men, 2 power play. 2 Colorado. Never have a problem with the SIG podcast. They are okay too. And that's what happening, guys, on this on that one. So let's go back here, guys, at the beginning of what I want to finish this show. We have 30 minutes, and we're going to make some prediction, consider what we try to accomplish here. We talk about William Nylander for 8-year contract, guys. We're going to remove that. And then what we got here. Montreal Canadiens announced that Sean Farrell is going to be out for Laval for a long term. Obviously, Sean Farrell is the second time he got hurt, so we expect him to missing a couple of weeks to month for Sean Farrell. The TSN 690 announced that Jake Allen should be traded only for a second-round pick or a first-round pick in return. I believe this is the same guy who said they should trade David Rebacker, but this is the it was on the radio today on TSN 690. He believes Ken Hughes doesn't want to trade Jake Allen if only he get a second-round pick or a first-round pick for Jake Allen. I think he can wait a long time to get that kind of transaction. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but that's what he got right now for the Jake Allen for that. I don't have sorry about them. We need a guy like Kubalik, depth scoring. For that. So that's happening there for that TSN. Farrell just said, now, guys, it's time to finish the show on that way. Patrick Leblanc said, oh no, I forgot that one with the guys. Not there yet. Hudson become 40th player for the Habs fans would be disappointed, expecting more from him, which would be fair for Hudson. GSM. I will say to you, not exactly that way, GSM. In my opinion, if he get 40, 50 points, but the power play GSM is at 25%, I will say to you, this is the reason why I want Lane Hudson. So it's always, guys, not always looking about the point. It's about what the player bring on the table. So Lane Hudson get X number of points, but the power play, because of him, joined the team. The power play of the Montreal, 16 points something last year. This year is approximately at 17, 18. Now with Lane Hudson in the next 3 years, example, and he's jumping from 18 to 22, 23, 24, or maybe from the bottom 5 in the NHL. And with Lane Hudson, they become the top 10. This is what Lane Hudson it is, in my opinion. So that's what my expectation, GSM, about Lane Hudson. Patrick, I agree with you about Jake Allen. Not going to take about the other time because, don't want to spread bad. 4 pick at the best for Allen. Look like for Sun. Just try to be light and sometimes funny or good combination. I think you estimate Allen play 25 minutes a game, Peter. About that, I just gave you with the way the Montreal are going to have all those find the defensemen. But I agree with you, Peter. It could be that level. The Mr. Coming the call. All right, coach. Have a great night. Have a good night. Don't forget about the Brent Wild thing. He did something called radio and Twitter code. He said his preseason line projection was wrong. There we go. Why not to use Coley and send a Madison on that and then make a power play? Let's try him. It's because it's not the same level at all. Again, I will explain to you. He cannot skating that the same level of Coley about that. That's simple, Patrick. If he was so good, Patrick, like you said, why they don't use him? I was thinking, guys, why the hockey expert or the hockey coaching, right, are there, and they don't take the decision what you expect you to. Why not to do that? Why they use Jacky on the power play number 2 over Coley, Patrick, right? So at the end of the day, they have a reason behind that. I'm sure if he was so good, they would not refuse to put Caden Coley there. For me, it's because it's on PK. It's really more valuable on the Montreal Canadiens and for Montreal. On the podcast where coach address everyone question and spread is hockey knowledge. Everyone keep up the great work. Thank you so much. And after that was said, goalie does not have to lateral movement yet. Great. That's what I'm talking about, Mitch. Because they are, but that's the opinion. Say, graph up under the bridge, water bridge. Anyhow, Patrick, are you winning that one over there? I know enough top is going to smiling right now. But guys, I have something for you tonight. So let's talk about Nick Suzuki. 12 goals, 22 assists, 24 years old, 34 points. He has 16 of his 34 points on the power play this year. His face-off is at 55.5. Yes, it's minus 10, right? I agree with you. But he played every night against the best line in NHL. But here's why people never realize that. Because you only focus on, he not drive the net, he don't do this, he don't do that, everything like that. But is 13 in NHL for the puck possession and offensive zone at 0.57 seconds. Only player like Leon Draisaitl and a few top players, Elias Pettersson, have more seconds at Nick Suzuki, and the best is at 1.05, Leon Draisaitl. Nick Suzuki, guys, 10 on the pass complete and offensive zone by any other players in NHL. Nick Suzuki at 19.4, by the way. Nick Suzuki is 9 at the recovery puck on the ice and any zone. He is the top 9. He is number 9 for any forward in NHL at 18.9% for Nick Suzuki. Finally, guys, Nick Suzuki is 13. Battle. 1 versus 1 to get the puck after that. 13 in NHL. This is my point. We're only focusing on what we want to see for each player. Everybody can make comments negative about any players because you don't like his side, does not go in front of the net, but you don't focus on other details of the game. We talk about high best player in NHL. Patrick, you always said only one thing is point per 60 minutes is 31 in NHL, the worst. But where are they now, those stats about Nick Suzuki? Right? This is what I'm looking now. This is what I'm focusing with Nick Suzuki. This is why Nick Suzuki is special in my opinion. He's not going to make 90 points, 95 points, but that's the reason Nick Suzuki, Montreal need a guy like him and the Montreal Canadiens. I would take 3 Nick Suzuki on my team to have 75 points, 85 points, and play driving the play and be a driver as a playmaker. This is what Nick Suzuki can be. He's only 24 years old. And those players usually reach their potential at 26, 27, 28. So expect at some point Nick Suzuki guys to get at least 1 or 2 seasons of 80 points in the next 3 seasons. So let's go back on the chat. Always go to channel. There are so many. Always might go to the channel. Here we go. Sync up, $. Adam Bianco. It's coach's knowledge and passion that keep me listening. Marissa, you're welcome. If everybody will have that attitude, visit Martin Saint-Louis. He will never play a power play too. Patrick, but you are valuable asset to many soldiers or clean knowledge simulation. One day that chat get feisty, Mr. Roy. Coach, you want me to pound on Suzuki tonight? Toronto, big ad fan ironic. Coach, you know I love advanced metric. I know that he has that version. That Patrick, what we try to do with you, Patrick, me, and in our tap is to helping you to get more money on your bet every day. That's what we do, me and our tap. We always thinking about you to make more money. We have a good heart here. And that's the reason we do that for you, Patrick. He has that Bergeron or to him. Don't need them for anything more que Bergeron. Kind of what? Polyvan is a great bring up a tab. Great to be a part of this. This man, you with all this offensive zone metric, he has his most unpredictable players in the NHL. All the clients are awarding. Ski is holding to a long puck in the offensive zone. Yeah, Nick is good, just not that dominant. Thrive yellow underrated yet. That right point. Ski is a good player. Would finish at this around 7 point. Is not played with elite winger currently. GSM, great point. How about that? Neither either would be header coach. White point. Look, Ski a goal 2.4 combined with the 8% metric. Man, he has very unpredictable all the puck to long. Don't forget is the intangible asset as well. Coach Suzuki is one of the smartest players in the league who make others run him better. Trade the bomb. Gary. Is late low for the all second. Yeah, it's only one metric, Patrick. It's only one metric. About this, Dak Suzuki make a good first center combination. Suzuki will always be underrated, like Krejcik was underrated. Oh, I like that one. GSM. Here we go, Patrick. That's the point behind that. And Pierre Martin, welcome back in the house, by the way. Thanks a lot, guys. Don't forget to click on that. Could you top 6 forward be a center? Yes. Okay, you can match size with skill combination. So that's all we got, guys, about Nick Suzuki. As we say, he's playing on the cruise control Bob Ackley. About that. Patrick, the problem, you listen too much to the other people. You listen Maxime Lapierre, you listen Guillaume Latendresse, you listen Bob Ackley, Michel Terrien, Normand Flynn, Gaston Terrien. Patrick, stop to listen to them. Listen, coach. Just kidding, Patrick. We love you, my friend, about that. Here we go, guys. This is the last part of the show tonight. We have 15 minutes to go. So tonight, guys, we give you a money game. We delete everything you said in October. We are right now at the beginning of 2024. You have to give me in the chat exactly what we do your prediction the weekend. I want to give me 7 answers. Your Stanley Cup winner, the runner-up, and then the Hart Trophy, the Norris Trophy, the Selke Trophy, the Rocket Trophy, the Adams Trophy, the Vezina Trophy, and the President Trophy. If you don't want to give me all of them, it's up to you. I'm going to take a screenshot of all your answers tonight. And from that, I'm going to keep all the way to the end in July. And I'm going to name the winner of that Mulligan prediction. So I'm telling you right now, we're going to go that. I'm going to make I'm going to make an Excel sheet, sharing this with you guys live. I'm going to make you all you pick on the screen, and I'm going to work on this for the next couple of days. But this is a time to get your money again tonight, right? So you have 7 Stanley Cup, Art, Norris 3, Selke 4, Rocket 5, Adam 6, Wisner 7, 8 with the President Trophy. So don't give me like 5. Don't give me 5 answer in the chat. You have to put all this together. You can put the first letter of the trophy, by the way. You don't have to give me hard. Just put me H and the players. N the players. S the players. R the players. J or the A for Adams. It would be better if you put the letter A. And then the V for Wisner. And the P for the President Trophy. The Hart is the MVP. The Norris is the defenseman. The Selke is the best forward defenseman. And then the Rocket is the one scored the most goal in NHL. The Adam, the coach of the year. The Wisner, the best goaltender. The President is the first team finish the season. I did not finish with the. We should add the most point in the NHL. Yeah, Michigan scored another 26-10. Awesome to hear that, Patrick. Ridal said 9. I agree with you about that. We're going to add the R Ross. Here we go. We're going to add the R Ross. Why not? Why not add more? Ross Trophy. There we go. That's what we got right now there. 2-2 RG Calabro. There you go. I'm going to make my Stanley Cup winner. The runner up. My Hart Trophy. My Norris Trophy. The Selke Trophy. The Rocket. The Adams. The Wisner. The President. Wow, the President. Interesting. The Ross Trophy. Here we go. You got mine. I'm sorry I put all in caps. I apologize for that one over there. Scotty Bowman, Rudav. La 50 up Vancouver, Luciano. Yeah, try to put all this together. Here we go. Patrick did it. Patrick, go with LA versus the Rangers. Quinn Hughes for the Hart Trophy. Wow. The Norris go with Quinn Hughes. Capital for the Selkie. The Rocket for Matthews. That's the first answer we have similar. Adam for Torini. Wisner for Hellebuck. The President Trophy from LA. The Ross for McDavid. We have two answers, Patrick, similar about that. Great. I think we should, you can email it to me if you want to. You can send it to my email, coach@coachfrenchy.com. But I give you the mulligan. We have we're going to spend a little bit more time here for that. 3-2 guys, Colorado versus Boston Bruins. I got mine and a scroll up, Mitch. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Mitch. Got it. Mitch, go with Oilers, Edmonton versus Toronto. Hart, McDavid, the Norris to Hughes, the Selkie for Kopitar, Adam for Knockblock for Edmonton, the Wisner for Hill, the Ross to McDavid. Mitch is missing I think you're missing the President Trophy. Mitch, if you have it, that'd be great, Mitch. You can split on 2-3, by the way. The Lady Bank, Zuski, Pierre Martin. About that, I got mine, I got it. Leave orders for now would be so here in Mountain, Mitch. Yes. Who is the president of your trophy, Mitch? Hey, Zakaria, welcome back. Yes, of course, Zakaria, just tell you. Zakaria, welcome back in the house. One we don't remember, guys, is Zenith Gaming. Zenith Gaming. Zenith, longtemps we not see him. Look, how long it would take for you to get an answer. That's one game, guys. 9-10 game on the program tomorrow. 3 Wednesday. Montreal Canadiens play Wednesday night, guys, at 7 o'clock against the Flowers. And then they play Thursday night against the San Jose Sharks at Montreal. Back-to-back game for the Montreal Canadiens. That night they have 16 game, guys. And on Saturday, we have 16 games Saturday, 13 Thursday. All right, Mitch, I got it. You, my friend. Awesome. Anybody else want to do it? Thanks for the likes we got. Anybody else want to add your prediction? Guys, put this very easy. Copy what I just said. I just did. And then that'll be easy. And out top, here we go. Winnipeg again, the Florida. Oh, I missed that one in our top. Florida. Oof, I'm upset about that. To action my pick, I won't do it. Hart for the McDavid. The Norris McCarr. Selkie Shire. Well, I like that one. Rocket Matthews. Adam Tockett. Wisner Hellebuck. President Winnipeg. And the Ross McDavid. Interesting about that. Confirm about that. Well done. Patrick Ekalpont. The game, is it on the ABC? The football game? I don't watch football, but I don't have ABC, I believe, on my channel. That's crazy. I don't have ABC. Is it on ESPN? The game? That's funny. 27-13. Here we go. I don't have to watch it anymore. RG gave it to me. Here we go. Gary. Florida, the winner of the Stanley Cup. Dallas, the running up. McDavid, McCarr, Peterson. Oh, we don't talk about Peterson. Matthews, Maurice. Here we go. Maurice, we don't talk about him. Damco like me. We have the New York Rangers, the President Trophy. Here we go. And Matthews for the Ross Trophy. Interesting about that. RD too. Here we go, Patrick. Thanks so much, my friend, about that. I did not think about the RDS. SPN TV channel. Here we go. Thanks so much, RG. Yeah, Washington have the ball at that moment. They are at the line of 30 for Michigan. 27-13, 4:52. That'd be great if they can score. Washington about that. And at that, no Pittsburgh and the Stanley Cup, Luciano. No, Luciano. I did not put Pittsburgh over there. I only want them to make the playoff, Luciano. By the way, give us your point, your answer, Luciano, about that. Roy, ESPN. Again, guys, we have 8 answer. NHL prediction, Mulligan, guys, the Stanley Cup. And I can make a screenshot about that one over there. And I can send to players, the people, by the way. And here we go. No, Coach, I have Michigan by 5.5. Patrick, I thought Coach was going to take them to the left. I let him alone. About that, no, I don't see that. We are right now 4-13, I believe, to go. Intercept by the Michigan. Carrying the puck to the 30, 35, go to 40. We have 2 blockers in front of him. 50, 40, 35, 35, 20, 15, 10. Turn around and stop at the line of the 8 for the Washington Capitals. And this is the big interception by the Michigan Wolverine. And this could be the game of this could be the game over for that one over there. Interception by the Michigan. And Michigan, guys, wow. Who picked Florida in the final last season? Doubtful it was many. GSM, I agree with you. I put fire on the Oilers to make the final. Mitch, there you go. Sorry about that. Mike, you pick. Are you sure about Carolina, Coach? I still believe it, Luciano. Perfect, Luciano. Look, Leverson, finale. Look, he said, I'm tired to type. I need to take a break now. I need to open a Molson. Look. He go with Vegas for the Cup. The Hart, he go with McDavid. Norris with Edmund. Kopitar for the Rocket. For Matthews, he go with Selke for the Rocket. For Kopitar. Adam with Tortorella. The Vizna with Alebak. President Vancouver and the Ross McDavid. Jim Alba, Coach Michigan. Yep, one up. Florida, sorry, no problem. I will get it about that one. It will be back in NHL next year. Here we go. We have RDP, the Stanley Cup Florida, the running up Colorado. Oh, the president Colorado. The Art is Kucherov. The Matthews, the Rocket. The Selke, McDavid. The Norris, McCarr. The Vizna, Dalbot. And Jack Adam, Rick Barnes. About that. Touchdown, the Michigan. Who is the running up RDP for you? Answer. I give you RDP. You answer about that. Yeah, GSM is right now 64 before the game starts tonight, I believe. Rick Barnes, yeah, that can be a good pick. Yes, I agree with you. 34-13, guys. The game is over. How about that? So maybe let's go back to the watching Colorado. Ross McKinnon. Here we go. Not big deal, guy. I'm going to pick up all your answers together. So whatever you're missing, I should tell you that a little bit. I'm also try parallel 49 IPA from the BC there. Here we go, Mitch. I will go to set up. You pick all together. Boston and Colorado both call for too many men on the ice. Not sure. Have you seen that before? Really? No Molson for me. Look. Only 14 shot by Colorado, guys, at the second period. By the Boston Bruins and 2 period. Pretty good game for Avalanche, by the way. Let's see for 1 more minute, guys. During that time, I will get there. Look at Monson, Canadian. About that, I will go to favorite. For that, I will split for this. I will go from Mitch all the way back to an tap. And then I will go from Gary Conroyer to RAT IDP right here. I will got here. Go all the way back at the bottom here. Get my enough. Look at him. Here we go, guys. There you go. We just crossed the 11 o'clock, guys. And we keep the same. I don't think it would be possible for both to be called for too many men. On that does not depend on the back position. It's really rare to see that. About that. Here we go. The show is over for the Habs Nation Podcast with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand. Hopefully an amazing, great evening tonight with the Hockey Nation. It was great to talking with you. It was a great point in the chat. I think we have a lot of great contents. I think the trait of Trissadol and the Gold Sheet changed a bit my direction of the show tonight. But we have a great conversation. And of course, we want to thank the moderator in our tap and Luciano to be with us tonight. And then, of course, all the people click on the likes. And of course, RJ Cadabo deliver again all the update around the NHL. So without RJ, it would be impossible. Thanks again to be with us. But before we leave, we want to remind everyone with you.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Great point, GSM, about that, about Sidney Crosby. It's a player we don't mention on the trophy right now, but what a great year for Sidney Crosby. And they win tonight 4-1. Thanks so much, Vinny. Vinny is quiet behind the scenes, but thanks so much, my friend, about that. You're welcome, Pierre Martin. Have a great day. Yes, I'm going to have a great day today. Busy day here in Thailand. And I can't wait to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, guys, what do you have, Coach? I don't know yet. It could be a day-night off. Don't be surprised. Or it could be at 9 o'clock. Or it could be a play-by-play game. I don't know yet. That's all to play the San Jose. So I will see what I can do. But if not, don't expect me to be back Wednesday night, 7 o'clock p.m. for the Montreal Canadiens. Always all on the road against the Flyers. So that's conclude, guys, on a great show tonight. And particularly Coach Stop, I love to agree to disagree. It's all good, my friend. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Thanks to be with us at the Hockey Nation Show. I want to tell you one more thing. Be wild, be L. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the first half of what? your 2024. What a great night to be with us. It was a pleasure to be with each one of you. I can wait to see you next time. Until then, with the Hockey Nation and the Habs Nation Podcast, want to tell you one more thing. We love you, people. An amazing, great night, everybody. Have an amazing, great, sweet dream. And I can wait to see you until the next time. Thanks for watching. Good night, Lucky. Another party culture. No, look, very quiet. I got already. Guys, I did something I did not do before. I did a massage at 6 a.m. this morning. I feel great. Good night, everybody. Booyah!